check. Oh, hi. Hey there. Hi. Hey there. Hi there. Oh there. This is not my usual setup. Oh, let's try that. Okay, cool. Hi. Hey everyone. I'm in a big room and I have a big fuzzy hat on. Thanks for joining me for this third edition of Building Hexico. I am probably going to ramble for a little bit. I just wanted to come on while we're waiting for our guest and talk a little bit about this here show and what we've done so far and where we're going. I started this series a couple weeks ago and thought it would be fun to get to know your fellow Hexican on a more personal level, because we talk a lot about prices and charts and analytics and wind pulse chain. But you know what? We need to talk more about our community and how we're going to build together and how we're going to grow together, because we are about to grow. Y'all, it's going to get real friendly up in here. There's just, I think, a whole lot of momentum building right now. There are a whole lot of people that are going to come into more wealth, and what are they going to do with it? What you going to do with your money? I know a lot of people have some good ideas, and maybe they have an idea about the idea that they have about what they're going to do with their money, but when it comes down to it, and you get those gains that are just beyond your wildest dreams, right? What you going to do with all that? What you going to do with all that crypto? Let's find out. Stalling. Oh, let me check chat. Let's see. Hold on. I can do this. I got a wireless mouse. Yeah. Oops. I can hear me. No chat. All good. Hey, what's up, everybody on the replay? Thanks for hanging out and watching me ramble. I'll put a timestamp of when our guest actually shows up, and then you can skip ahead in the future. Oh, there's a comment. Let's go find it. What's it say? Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. What's up, MJ Money? Hey, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. You are appreciated. Thanks for tuning in live. This last stream I did, I had a little bit more of a outline, I suppose, or a format. And I got to know Nate Mintz, who's a stand-up human, really big fan of Nate. And I went through some questions with him, found out a little bit more about him. And part of what I've found that this stream should be about is how we can help build one another up. And hey, what's up, Facing Reality? Hello, my online ghost. Thanks for tuning in and welcome. Our guest has arrived. He's here.
Well, hello, folks. I'll cut that crap soon. Sorry.
Welcome, Eco Builder.
What's up, MJ?
Welcome to my channel. Did you call me MJ?
MJ, right? The MJ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Facing. What's up, My Online?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that My Online was Facing. Now I get it.
Yeah, I like that name a lot.
We just ate a lot. Did you
We
tell them
did.
about that?
I did not.
Okay.
No. Yeah, we had some snacks. I was rambling.
Good
I
size
didn't. I
dinner.
wasn't really sure.
How do you like the setup?
I like it.
Sorry.
I like that the TV lights us up.
Yeah.
I was worried about what we were gonna do. What's up, Robert?
I do have another light if we need to bring it in.
I think we're good.
Okay,
I
cool.
think we look nice and shiny.
If you change what you're looking at, then it'll give that light. Like if you went to
True.
Twitter right now and it was just a black background, then it'd be all fucked up.
Well, luckily, all we're looking at is you, kiddo.
Okay.
All right. Well, without further ado, because I like this to be a short and sweet stream, we're going to accidentally click on this live. What is it about? Well, welcome to this live. This live is about this gentleman right here. We are Hexicans. We are building Hexico, and we are learning a little bit about everybody. So hopefully that answered your question. Um,
That's what we're doing tonight.
that's what we're doing.
We got
Now,
some bling bling.
yes, yeah, show that off real quick while I find my questions here. These were sent in the mail from Hex Hearts. I'm gonna mess that up. Check my Twitter, and you shall see. You shall see.
If you want one of these, you go to
Hex Heart. I'm gonna find it. Okay, let me find that first, and then I'll do the questions. So, let's see. 0. Yeah, light the fire. Heart Chains. It's heartchains.bigcartel.com. In fact, I am going to copy this. Wait, that's that one.
Downtown Georgetown, Texas. Come here and I'll host you to a meal and let's have some fun in the downtown square. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's so one thing that I really love, and I'm really glad that I get to have Eco Builder here on my show as a guest. Is he is really one of the main people that I have come across within the last year and a half that I've been in this community, who's legitimately building all the time. I really admire all of his work and what he does and his attitude. He's very much, I think I see myself in a lot of what you do in terms of building bridges. And that's part of why I kind of did this stream, is because I want to bring more people together. Look at 12 people watching. What's up, y'all? Share the stream. Press the like button.
What's up, Vets? What's up, Glenn? What's up,
Fitness?
Finesse.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
There's Bit Finesse, and there's
That's right.
And he's OG, and then there's Bit Fitness that came later.
It came later.
FYI.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Ooh, Mountain Coiner.
You're my first member.
Sweet.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I have had a lot of firsts this week. I had my first super chat, and now I have my first member.
Congratulations.
Yay, thanks.
High five. In person, high five.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping that more of these over time will be in-person interviews. I think as I'm traveling along on this here tour I'm about to embark on with RG3, check that out. Hell yeah, you are, MT Coiner. Hell yeah, you are. Oh, here I can do things like this too. Wait. Bam. Bam. So this by the way is kind of a more free-flowing version of this show. The last one was very structured. But here we are, just a couple goofballs. Oh, what's up, Crypto Slaw? Thank you for tuning in. I'm flattered. All that alpha you got over there. I swear I'm going to ask you questions. It's going to happen.
And we don't need earphones whatsoever. Headsets.
Right, I had mine on, but that was silly.
We know it's good enough.
We do. Well, oh, you know what? Well, I know what the first question is, and then I'll find it as you're answering this. Eco Builder. What is Hexico to you? What or where is Hexico?
That wasn't a part of the lineup.
That's the first one.
Was it?
Yeah, that's the number one question.
All right.
This guy.
It's truth. It's a true economical system. It's so that everybody can, base themselves on the work done and their mentality towards the whole. So like whenever it was that the 5555 tour was going around, Agape was sitting people down in order to interview them solo. Mm-hmm. And I haven't yet seen the clip that he got from me, but that was one of the questions that he asked me. And It was like, wow, you're going to make me cry right here. Because
that's the point.
All my life, what's up, Darash? All my life, I've been pissed on and told that it was raining. And I'm tired of that shit. I'm absolutely tired of that shit. Let's see, my dad worked in this building and my grandfather too for 7 days a week. So my dad did not go on weekend trips with me or anything like that. Instead, like we did the big vacation, spring break, once a year sort of thing. Like I wasn't deprived as a child, but I was raised by my mom and my sister that were, my sister was older than me by 4 years or grade wise. And I was just always the youngest who just dealt with what came to me. And I swear, man, like they told me to go be a part of the Key Club because it looked good on your college application.
I did that too.
Bullshit like that. And I've just been lied to so much. So I want an honest system that we can all go by so that we can grow things instead of being gaslighted by our governments and, whoever has the power. Yeah, that's what Hexico is to me, is freedom.
Yeah.
So go stake your hex and get in line. Wait your time and work on yourself, your passions in the meantime. Build yourself up. Do what you need to do. Work on yourself before it is that you're wealthy, that then you have more options. We were talking about this at dinner. Mm-hmm. You have more options, and you would just spoil those options if it was that you never thought about these things prior to that. What's up, Siren? What's up, Robert?
Hello, friends. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that would be my answer to that. But like physical Hexico, what does it look like to me? The first off that it looks like is a motel on the side of a East Texas highway. Yeah. Out east of here, I'd like to grab a place and start making some tiny homes and courtyards in between them.
I love courtyards.
We found this out today. She loves courtyards. I do. If anybody makes a software for SJ, make sure there's a courtyard button so she can just implement those. Yeah, so that people can come and go as they want to. One person will always own the property so that there's not any confrontation with the law. There's plenty of wealth to go around. It's the ideas that are scarce, the good ideas that are going to be scarce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are my thoughts.
Excellent. Yeah, no, that's wonderful. Wonderful reply. So, as I mentioned earlier, I really admire the way you use your time, because often you're doing things that are building up the community and helping other people build Hexico in general. Why do you choose to do this with your time?
I've always seen myself as I think that a lot of Hexicans have this, and I think that a lot of the Hexicans that are going to come out in the open are going to present this to people. And this thing is, we are just fine with sacrificing our energy now for an unknown future that is that is just an amounts of abundance that is capable of coming to us. So we keep in mind that, like, in the future, tons of stuff can come at us, but right now we need to pave a road so that everybody can walk. So, like, if it is that you come into a social scenario with me and you try to put me down, I don't care, because I've already accomplished so much in my life that I don't care what it is that you think about me. I just want us to critique thoughts going forward. That's where I am. And so I know that there are other people that, like yourself, that are just like, hey, you're cool, I want to hang out with you. So that's all that matters to me. Yeah. So that's what I do. Is I've been an architecture consultant here in my hometown. And I'm here in my hometown because I thought world was going to get a little bit messier sooner than what it did.
Yeah.
And so I came back here in 2012. And now, because of Hex, I'm retired and I do whatever it is that Hexico calls upon me to do. And I want to tell everybody, thank you for giving me the stage here. I want to tell everybody, like, notice what it is that Richard Hart is doing to help us grow organically, instead of promoting stuff that doesn't work, telling somebody you're going to do this. And in this scenario, instead, we organically grow into it and become that. And if we didn't organically do it, it would be unsustainable and would falter. It would fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, Richard's not like grabbing somebody and parading them around and saying, hey, this is your new coordinator of HR or whatever. Right. Instead, it needs to happen organically. And no one's getting paid. So, be involved in the system in order for your finances to work out and everything. But don't, you're not able to extend yourself past your financial capabilities anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be sustainable anyway. So a lot of folks had figured that out last year, whenever it was that, like, They want to set up a website. They want to do all this apron stuff in order to make it to where, like, if it is that Hexico decides to come this way, I'm ready to take it on, you know. But a lot of people didn't come, you know, like a lot of these online offerings didn't become necessary yet.
Gotcha.
Maybe in the future, or maybe it is that they're going to pivot. They're going to do something new, which most likely needs to happen. Yeah.
Excellent. So this one's going to put you on the spot.
Ooh.
This if you didn't feel that way already. Do you have a quote from SciVive that you could share and why it's meaningful to you?
I did not look that up. I'm sorry. That was the one thing that had escaped my thought earlier, and I was like, you know, I know that there's something I need to be doing. Or
maybe like something about Richard, or that he said or has inspired you. Doesn't have to be SciVive. He SciVives all day long. Recent tweets.
Oh. Ooh, you got another mountain coin.
Ah! Yeah. Thank you, MT Coiner. You are the best. Look at this. I do this thing. Boop. Yay.
Vets, you will always get the honesty with me, man.
Yeah, true. Both of us, I think.
I'll figure out a way to say it to where it's bite size.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can paraphrase.
No, I'm trying to say like the honesty.
Oh, got you.
So what is it that I love about Richard?
There, that works too. Yeah. That used to be one of my SciVive Sunday questions. But yeah, for sure.
My thing is like, hey, if it is that you want wealth in crypto, what matters most? Price go up. Okay, so he's tailored the price go up action with all of these coded things in Hex in order for it to ratchet up with the T-shares, the price of Hex per T-share and everything, ratchet up over time. The time deposit. You know, a lot of people in the beginning were just like, what, you got something?
Which I don't usually talk about price. Hex is over 9 cents right now, y'all.
Okay. All right. All right.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted. I just thought it was a good little. Speaking of that,
we're waiting for that. Thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's the SJ Eco Builder pump.
Everybody, pull out your app right now. Go check your profile.
It feels great, honestly. Like this is sorry, we're going to go on a tangent. I just talked about this on another stream of mine recently. This is the first time I've had that green candle feeling. Oh. Because I bought on the way up, and then it went down, but I didn't understand the markets, you know, and then so it went down, and then we've been in the bear forever. So this is my first. You've
been on my word, you've been on Kool-Aid's word, you've been on how many other people's word?
Yeah. That
it's just like, hey, it happened to us. This thing's still going. Everything's promising.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's why I spent 6 months basically listening to people's words and studying it and trying to wrap my head around what it was and how it works and T-shares.
Yeah. SJ had the slide down.
Yeah. A little
slide,
bit. Yeah. But I felt it, you know, I just always knew, I always had in my mind that this was a gamble and this is something that, you know, could be nothing, but it's not nothing.
But she's a different SJ now.
It's true. It is true.
And that should mean the world to you.
Yeah, it does. I cried. Yeah, Richard made me cry the other day. All about that. So, did we do the SciVive quote thing?
No, not yet.
Oh, what do you love the most about Richard?
What I'm replacing it with is that Richard recognized what it is that's valuable in crypto, and he tailored the situation just perfectly, put it on the vehicle of Ethereum, and outperformed, or is going to outperform, Bitcoin. And that's what matters, is the price performance. So it's the security involved, the continuance of the product, and the price action. And so like the Bitcoiners, they don't know what the fuck happened. Their lunch is being run off with by Hamburglar. And they Hamburglar. They don't know. Hey, what are you doing over there? They're literally starting to turn their heads.
Grimace, the big purple guy.
Yeah. so that's what I love about it, is that he was able to recognize the situation and tailor the vehicle, and we're all involved. And so whenever it is that I explain this in writing to people, this is your opportunity to basically like buy a stock of an entrepreneur without a middleman in between, and get right up next to that stock and grab a hold of that. And then on top of that, it's a financial entrepreneurial situation. So the upside is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very, very much upsiding to do here.
What up, Winter Bowl?
Hello, and welcome everybody. I appreciate you being here. I have now some rapid fire questions.
Ooh.
These are supposed to be a little less, a little less intense. The first one is, what is it that you are currently listening to? Like, what's on your playlist right now?
So I've been spending a lot of time in Twitter Spaces, and whenever you do that, you can't play YouTube at 1.5 speeds in the background of you doing work other than, the Twitter Spaces. So like whenever it is that the guys in Twitter Spaces say like, you still haven't watched this, you still haven't listened to this. And it's like, dude, it's because I'm listening to you like right now. So those books that people on Twitter Spaces are introducing me to that are recorded on YouTube is what is, there on my computer right now.
Gotcha.
And then, consuming the content of what the Hexicans have done so that I can keep up to date with what's happening inside of our Hexican culture. I don't know. I'm kind of like in between, like real big things. And it's more like whenever I'm creating content of my own, it's hard to digest other people's content.
Absolutely.
But was that the music playlist question as well?
Yeah, it's fine that you're kind of going into the other one too, but yeah. I was actually going to follow that up with so does that mean we're going to be listening to podcasts on our road trip? You know what I mean? Like what are you going to what's you going to put on in the car?
The radio is broke in the car.
I got a speaker.
I do too. So we can use your battery life and then switch over to my battery life. Okay. What I want to tell you guys is don't sing other people's songs. Eventually delete other people's tunes out of your life and your subconscious, and replace it with either your own or one that you've adopted for the exact purpose to gain more function in your mind or your body. Because if you're sitting there playing other people's songs in your head, then you're beating your drum towards their prayer and you're being a part of their pyramid.
Yeah.
And so they like every time you're doing that, you're saying a prayer towards them and giving them your energy. So don't sing other people's songs. Richard
also talks about that in Sci-Fi. There's actually like a couple of good quotes where he talks about not, there's one that's to the extent of like, if you're only consuming other people's contents, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's almost like if you are only consuming others' content, then you are not like, then you have no consciousness. Like, what is it that what are you even if you're only like a product of all of this consuming and not actually creating anything?
Is that the start of chapter 3?
Maybe.
Yeah. I may have heard that today.
Yeah. Okay. So next question.
But I literally have something in one of my doorways where like, I'm one of those guys that lives alone and has blue tape holding up Post-it notes all over my place. And so like at every doorway, I'll have reminders of of what I've learned and how like to be better the next day, or remind myself year after, like this thing hasn't been touched for 3 years or something. So one of those things is, don't, or this is the do not list. Okay. And one of them is put smoke in your body. Another one is cliche, which is a term for like something that doesn't that's not identified in English, but it is identified in India, I believe, and that's what cliche is, so Indian word, and it means like the like I think it's like the negative snowball, like all of these things that can bring you down, like this. There's no word for it in English. We just ate, so all the blood is down here and not up here. So on my do not list over here, it also talks about the songs that are not your own. So just make them up yourself. If you have shower moments, you know what I'm talking about, or you're going to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you think of me in the shower. Okay, we've gotten past the whole like think of Richard while we're having sex, right? Like he said that one time, and I had to make sure that I don't do that. Richard, you almost got us.
I did not know that was a thing. I do like this point though.
It's about the pulses.
It is about the pulses.
It was about
I know.
the,
I know that. I know that part.
I think she knows something about pulses.
A little bit. Wait. So wait. There are creators and consumers with some degree of overlap. Without creators, the consumers have nothing. Without the consumers, the creators have nothing. I understand that point, but how was the first song created? I don't know. So good point, but I also think that there's definitely I think that there's the possibility of creation without consuming other content. You know, it's like, yeah, we'll go. This is a short stream. We can't go into all the things.
I think there's plenty of different personality types. So maybe you're connecting with this, maybe you're not. Whatever.
I like this. Yeah, a bird made the first song. True.
And okay. We created Hex Texas group on Telegram. Hex Texas, t.me/Hex Texas. That was about a year and a half ago. Togosh nice. And I were the starting members, and it's about 160 now, I think. And and we're gonna go to Palestine, Texas, not Palestine, Ohio, but Palestine, Texas, tomorrow in the afternoon. To we'll head out earlier than that, of course, in order to get there in the afternoon. Because we're going to meet some of the guys out in East Texas at this Palestine place, but also it's only an hour and 30 minutes away from Dallas and like 2 hours away from Houston, and then about 2.5 hours from us here in Austin.
Yeah, come on out. Come on down, y'all. Come on and see us in Palestine. All right, so speaking of all the blood thing in your tummy and not in your head because you just ate, what is your favorite dish or type of cuisine?
We just about hit it nail on the head this evening. I like fish just by itself.
Okay.
Yeah. I really like the oils and the meat of fish.
Delicious. Do you fish? Have you ever fished? Have you caught a fish?
Yeah. The best thing I ever caught was a ling underneath a shrimp boat down in Port Aransas.
What is it called?
A ling, L-I-N-G.
Okay.
And it was like 52 inches, 32 pounds or something like that.
But was it delicious?
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
Wrap it up with butter and tinfoil.
Nice.
And put it on one of those Bay House grills. Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
I mean, straight out of the water, straight onto your grill, then straight onto your plate with friends.
Delicious.
Yes.
Yeah, with friends. That's the important part. All right. So you did already answer what kind of content you are consuming. Tell us a little bit more about what kind of content you are creating.
Okay.
And that can be content in just, whatever it is that you do. I asked you like why you spend the time doing what you do, and I've talked a little bit about it, but like, what do you want to share with your content?
So over there on my Twitter profile, I have 2 links. One of them's to the Hex Guild group, which is t.me/Hex Foodies,
which is also in the description of this video.
Okay.
And not the Telegram. Sorry, it's your YouTube channel.
Okay. So we've changed the Foodies name over to Guild, and so we're also at t.me/Hex Guild. And then what you just did kind of freaked me out.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Then I've also got Hex Futures on YouTube. So YouTube/Hex Futures, I suppose. And then also on the profile, I've got love and then equals technical drawing, or love equals free equals technical drawing. And the reason why I have that stuff there is because I like to organize things graphically.
Oops. I'm just gonna add all that there.
Okay. So put in the comments is exactly what's from my bio on Twitter. So my idea is for the Hexicans to identify what it is that they'll do for free for the community. And it's just like little things that they see easier and better than other people. Mm-hmm. And it's something that they can get on their desk, think about for like just a few hours or less, maybe even minutes, and just pass it and then pass it back or get it off their desk. And so something that I'm really good at is technical drawing. So I'm able to analyze a 3D situation and graphically reproduce it. Or I'm getting better at like graphically analyzing word texting layouts and video layouts and stuff like that. But I come from an architect's point of view, where like I don't want things to be like really harsh law abiding documents, but like what an architecture firm creates for construction drawings. So what it is that I'm currently doing for Hexico is I'm offering the capabilities for people to give me any address around the world, and I will send marketing tools that I've already created. I've already brushed and polished these marketing tools. So we're talking about magnets, business cards, HSI stake certificates, and then I'm a part of the postcard group, which the postcard group is somebody else created that whole thing.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. So Togosh and Steed put that together. And then this business card size hex thing, I think is slick and sexy. And so that cuts down exactly what onboarders could use. So three links that are QR to the YouTube stuff that it actually isn't mine. And then on the flip side with the Hex token, there's a guide that I wrote a year and a half ago at least. And then down below it is a link to hex.com.
And then there's these.
Oh, and then we also made them in aluminum format. And these,
look at that.
These are meant for people to fall in love with Richard Hart. So those attack Richard Hart. The other
worked for me.
Cards, yeah. The other business cards introduce Hex token and Richard Hart and give them a guide to walk through. The HSI certificates, those make it so where you put your email address on the center of it. Here, I got one in my pocket. Here's an example of the HSI certificate.
Oh, nice. You get to work. Fancy.
You got to get your eyes out of it.
Oh, you're so smart.
As well as
got it.
A distance.
Yeah.
So the idea is that these are instructions in order to set up a MetaMask wallet, and then you are supposed to the person who wants to sponsor somebody that you give this to, you are supposed to put your email address in this middle box. And then whenever it is that the person follows up with you and emails you their MetaMask address, then you set up an HSI stake. I'm not recommending you spend a lot of money on somebody, but like maybe spend a total of $5 to $10. So you have the Hex over there at Hedron.pro. You stake it in the HSI format. You tokenize it, then you send it to their Ethereum wallet. If you haven't done that before, it's worth doing one time just to experience it, of course. And then on the backside, I've got QRs for these people to follow up on. The QRs each one of them leads to the homepage of a YouTuber that's a Hexican. So like SJ is one of them. Identity Block's another one. I think the only broken link on here is Hex is the way, because he backtracked or something. Richard Hart is one of these people. I think I'm one of these people with the Hex Futures thing.
So blurry.
It's because I'm up here.
Looking through my eyes.
So, anybody wants to get me an address, whatever you're comfortable with, a PO box, a business, whatever it is that you are comfortable with, get it to me on Twitter, maybe at EcoBuilder. I think what it did was it got the candelabra.
Oh, gotcha. Look at me. Look at me. That's fine. We got a few more minutes left. We'll be blurry.
It'll change.
I think I have like 2 more questions. So, yes. Yeah. F and Hangouts happening. Y'all can head on that way. Catch me on the replay if you want to. That's the crazy thing is, though, we're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and all these shows are just going to kind of overlap. I don't have a set time for this Friday show, so this just happens to be a late night one. And drum roll, please.
Yes, the props are real.
The props are real. The green candles are real, folks. There is fire on the green candles.
Don't feed the wild SJ. Oops.
They multiply. All right.
All right, camera, quit being stupid.
Okay, so you are next.
Smart camera wants to be stupid.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Oh.
Come back. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so the last 2 questions are, what is something you are currently thankful for?
Everything. I'm at a reflection point where everything's wonderful. You know,
Nice.
Thank you so much, mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for retirement. Thank you so much for the capability of traveling. Here in 2 months, I think that I'm going to go around the world. I never have been off this continent.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So like nobody wants to fucking hear this, right? What's up, Fetty? Nope. Nobody wants to hear what I'm about to say because maybe you haven't gotten to this point. But when your financial life clears up, your mind declutters. Your mind cleans up. You become so much more direct, so much more free. Like you actually can define free.
Yeah.
Instead of just hoping that it'll come to you someday. Like it gives me so much joy to be able to tell, like it gives me so much joy to be able to do what I do, but I don't think that people really realize the relaxation and the weight off your shoulders whenever you're not pressured to go by somebody else's beat of the drum and
grind,
fulfill their wants and needs in the world. And then after you fulfill those, they're just going to give you a pat on the back. Thank you. They're going to give you minimum wage and see you on your way. So they're like, oh, well, I didn't do anything bad to them in this situation. You fucking used them.
Yeah.
And the system allows you to use them. So, you know, by those law systems, everything's okay. But once again, you're going by helping somebody else in their pyramid.
Yeah. Yep.
Of creation. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Well, the last question. What is it that you might be in need of? And this question is kind of, could be a pat on the back, it could be a hug, it could be more followers on your YouTube channel, whatever it is that you feel like you might be able to put out there. And also a big point on this question for me is to connect people in the community. You know, if that's not something that, you know, like that's not on your spectrum of like things that you need in general, that's fine too. But if there was maybe something you needed and maybe someone else could provide, what would that be? And or
Well, either I need to learn how to do some video stuff, or I need to ask or pay some people to do video stuff here and there. Like I want things to be organic, right?
Right.
So like if somebody does video stuff, I don't want to sit there and critique their video stuff as if I was doing it myself. I'd rather them come in and experience the energy and just be like, yeah, I can see something like this, and them express themselves.
Nice.
So my main thing is like, hey, please, Hexicans, help me help you market Hex by you getting me an address so that I can give you marketing tools that are already created. So here's my shoulders, get on top of my shoulders and use what it is that I've already figured out or created, or critique it and allow me to implement, update in order to cater to your needs. You guys go out there and amplify what it is that I've already tediously put together. And then you guys go out and express your passion and become, your best self, so that we can all shine together, because you're a Hexican, I'm a Hexican, we all shine together. So the best thing, in my opinion, is that you can go and express your passion, make whatever it is that you would be offering me more noticeable, so that I know to come ask. maybe that's it.
Yeah. No, I love that. So I'm curious, Crypto Winter Bull, what do you mean? Explain your question. Are you asking about the cards and stuff that he can send you, or something else? Because they're free.
It's free. I'll probably
accurate, Robert. Priceless.
I'll probably have like $5 invested in the envelope, and then I'll put postage on top of that, depending on the size of it. If I'm sending it overseas, then it'll be another $4 worth of postage. And so I'm just doing envelopes, packing it full of stuff, sending it to you free, because I'm Hex OG. I owe it to the community. So it's either 3 stamps or 6 stamps if it goes overseas.
How many have you done overseas?
I've done Guam, India, Kenya, a few to Australia, Czech Republic, Britain, Netherlands, Finland.
Worldwide community. I love it.
Portugal, Spain.
Nice.
So I've analyzed how long it takes to get to some of these places.
Yeah.
Hawaii, if you would say that's different. British Columbia, or British Canada.
Excellent. Excelente.
Japan.
And real quick, because before we get off this subject or end the show, basically, when you said video, right off the top, do you mean like having people like help film some content for you?
Hex Guild needs an intro and an outro. The guys in the Hex Guild, they've guilted me out of us playing our the things that I had clipped from before. So this last episode that we did on Wednesday, we don't have the intro or the outro. So I'm not talking about a videographer like showing up and
following you around,
stepping
envelopes. No, I think that'd be. I thought I might actually do that for you. I
What are
think
you talking- stuffing
kinda-
envelopes
I want to
or
like I
doing
want to
videos?
like do a video of you doing the envelopes.
Oh yeah.
You know, to like be like look at what's going on
That
here.
would be really cool. Like a highlight of this is what I've been doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be pretty neat. So like us going to Palestine, Texas tomorrow, and us having a party right here in this space, or us being in Dallas or Houston. I would love for more people to get out their cell phones and take video and photographs and things like that, and maybe we could compile them in some way. But I don't know. I really do think that as many people that want to come out of the woodwork are coming out of the woodwork in their own way. So I don't know, like if it is that you have that type of energy and that type of motivation, then hey, the floor is yours. And I'm not going to be a negative Nelly. I might critique in order to raise the level of what I think. But I'm not that type of personality. Like I am a artistic creator of a sort, but I'm also the emotional homebody, whatever, to where like if I'm around a bunch of people after a while, I get burnt out and I just want to retreat. And so I don't know. So the way that I think about architecture projects is it's my baby. I work on it. I tinker on it. And then somebody is looking over my shoulder and I give it to them every once in a while and they critique it because they're the client that's paying the money, which by the way, like I don't need clients anymore. I only work on projects that are either my own or my old clients who gave me a chance in the first place, you know? So like there's a list of like maybe 10 to 20 people that I'll still work for if they come to me and ask me for a unique thing. Like I just showed SJ earlier, something that was behind a historic building. By the way, that was a Texas historic building. The old post office, the decking that's going on in the background. And that's just a project that's going to be so prominent in town that I can't pass that up.
Nice.
I got to get my hands in it, you know? So use your time to your best capabilities. Hex.com, stake that shit.
Stake that shit. Come build with us. Build, baby, build. And burn. We could do both. Building and burning at the same time. That's what you do with Hex.
And I'll be publishing.
Bye! Bing.